Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Week in Esports. I'm your host, Lubu, and this is Week in Esports. Today we're going to be talking League of Legends and nothing but League of Legends. We've got the playoffs wrapped up in North America. We finished up the gauntlet, and now we're looking at what teams do we have going to Worlds on the world stage. Every year, this is a huge event. League of Legends Worlds will be coming up right around the corner. They're going to be going to Korea. Riot showed off a new stadium. They got no booths, which will be controversial to say the least. But we're going to talk about the teams today. We're going to talk about North Korea, China, not North Korea and China. We're going to talk about Korea, China, North America, and we're going to talk about all the other wildcard regions that exist in that world. First off, let's talk about North America. I'm going to have my phone out. Sorry, I just need to be able to see the teams. There's a lot of them, I can't memorize them. Team Liquid, first place seed for North America. Steve's team, he paid a lot of money for it. He's paying so much they can't afford anything else in the budget, but hopefully they bring home a Worlds. Hopefully getting first place in North America gets them some more sponsors. It's Double F's team, so keep your expectations good. Wow, this is how you know the show is live. 100 Thieves is the second seed team for North America. 100 Thieves got there by points. It's a great team. They had some roster shifts. They've got Ryu leading still though, and Ryu is a veteran of the pro scene. So there's no reason why 100 Thieves couldn't possibly get out of groups. However, both of those teams are North American teams, so it is unlikely. Cloud9 won yesterday against TSM in a 3-0 after TSM had 3-0'd Echo Fox after they'd all got 3-0'd by Team Liquid. So I don't expect Cloud9 to do a whole lot at Worlds. I don't expect North America to do a whole lot of Worlds. It's North America. I am happy that they're going to Worlds. I will enjoy the first week of group stages where we get a couple wins, and then I will expect us all to lose. That's just how it goes, and it's gone that way for 6 years, 7 years. So if that changes this year, yes, I'll be wrong, but also it's, yeah, you know, I have 6 years of proof showing that we're not going to get on group stages, so I won't feel like I did them a dirty on that one. In Europe, Fnatic is the #1 team. Again, Fnatic is a great team. They've made it out of group stages more than any North American team. I expect the same thing out of them this year. I think Fnatic will probably make it out of group stages. I think they'll probably have a decent showing in groups. They will lose to a team from either Turkey or CB Law, but overall they'll actually beat the 3rd seed Korean team or something like that. And everyone will go, Europe's the best or better than NA, and then they'll still lose to us at Rift Rattles, so who gives a shit. The other two European teams, Team Vitality and G2 Esports. G2 stomped the dog shit out of their gauntlet, and G2 has also made it out of group stages before, so they could, but they didn't have a great season right up until the gauntlet. Maybe the meta shifted in their favor. Maybe they finally pulled their heads out their asses. I guess we'll see. Team Vitality, I think this is their first Worlds. You know, it remains to be seen. They're the wild one of the bunch, but they had a really good season, so we'll see. Korea, no SKT. That's the big story. There's no SKT. We already knew that, but still, for you, maybe you didn't. SKT will not be at Worlds. They had a terrible season. Blank is one of the worst junglers in Korea. Still better than every jungler in North America, but man, not good in Korea. And Faker basically, I don't know. Everyone's thinking, is Faker going to quit SKT? Is he going to take another team? Is he going to retire? It remains to be seen, but they won't be seen at Worlds. KT Rolster had the best season they've ever had, so everyone has eyes on KT Rolster. They're looking hot, a freak of freaks. Everybody's got their hopes up for them, as well as gen.g, who did amazing in their gauntlet. All three of these teams have been incredibly competitive all season long in Korea, and I expect to see huge things out of them. I expect all three teams to make it out of groups. The only one that might not make it out of groups is gen.g, but that's probably not going to happen. Flash Wolves are back as always from the LMS region. Flash Wolves are a phenomenal team. Coach Steak, as well as the rest of the guys. Those guys are going to be, you know, doing what they always do, which is being competitive, fucking with Korea, and generally making a shit show out of everything. The more Flash Wolves are in the matches, the better. I love Flash Wolves because they come in, they are unorthodox but strong, and they really mess with the Korean meta, and they really mess with the way that those players play the game well, and they force them to play their game. So I love seeing Flash Wolves. They have a mad team. There'll be a 2nd seed in the LMS region because of the Flash Wolves' prior success. Congrats to the LMS region. I look forward to their other team. I have no idea what they are or who they are. In China, RNG Royal Never Give Up is the #1 seed. A lot of analysts are saying it's the #1 seed in the world. A lot of people are saying that RNG is the best team in this world and will run this shit completely. This is RNG's year. We'll see. We will see. China not won a Worlds yet. Very close repeatedly. If this is RNG's year, I think we're going to know it coming out of group stages. I think we're going to see them just really being dominant and playing dominant. Invictus Gaming and Edward Gaming are the follow-up teams. Invictus and Edward have both been to Worlds. However, their showings have not been as strong. I think Edwards has been strong, but Invictus has not always been as strong. IG has been touted heavily, but then they show up and not a whole lot happens. The VCS League, Vietnam has their own league now. Most likely Gigabyte Marines, but it could be another team. I don't know, but Gigabyte Marines have shown up in every international event as the Vietnam representative because they are that dominant in their region, and they are a fan favorite, so I hope to see the Gigabyte Marines again. In CB Law, we got Kaboom Esports, which is also the team that can beat Fnatic. Just never sleep on Kaboom. Never sleep on a region from Brazil or Turkey, because you fall asleep and they'll poison you. Rap gang. Not the region. I'm not being mean against the region. I'm talking about that team will just get you. You know. Please don't fire me. In Russia, we got Gambit Esports. The old Moscow 5 squad's back, so they're going to be going in there. Japan is Detonation Focus Me, again, one of the teams from that region that always goes to the international events. Japan has not had its real good showing yet in the Worlds events or in the international stages. It would be nice to see Japan finally hit that evolution stage where they can compete, and I'd love to see that out of them. Because that's great. Right now, they're right there with Australia. They get to the international events, but they can't compete in the international events. In LLN, that's Latin America North, Infinity Esports is coming. I don't know them. Chaos Latin Gamers from CLS Latin South. I've seen Chaos Gamers play before. That's a strong team and a strong organization. Dire Wolves out of Australia are back again for the 15th time. Dire Wolves make it to every international event. They're the Australian team. They'll win one game. The rest of the group stages will be a mess, but man, people will cheer for those guys. And that's nice to see. Ascension Gaming out of Southeast Asia. It's another new region. I don't know them. Hopefully they do well. And finally, from Turkey, it is Supermassive Esports. Another one of those EU Achilles heels. Supermassive out of Turkey. Love to see these guys. Hope to see some great plays out of there. I hope to see EU lose to Turkey and Brazil because that's my favorite thing to watch during Worlds. I hope to see North America get really close to beating a Korean team and then lose because we don't know how to macro. And I hope to see China actually, beat Korea for once because I think it's always interesting when that happens. And I hope Gigabyte Marines get in there. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments or talk to me. You can find me on Twitter at chef_LU_BU. That's at ChefLubu. My name is Lubu. Thank you so much for coming and checking out This Week in Esports. I'll see you next week for next week's Week in Esports.